Come on! 42,000 with a brand new name. Columbus hit the ice and carved out their claim. From NASA's first drive to the cannon's first boon, the barn lit up and the jackets made wrong. Why? Years of grinding through the long rebuild, but the fans stayed loud and the house stayed filled. Oh, 09 was the spark, then the boats got swept, and the whole league learned how to jacket step. Like the lovely fire of cannon, Union Blue tonight, the whole crowd standing. From the drop of the puck to the last
All right. All right. How is everyone doing tonight? This afternoon, I should say. I'm gonna move the scoreboard over here so it's not right over my head. Actually, I'm gonna check something real quick. Give me 1 second. I don't know how I feel. You know what? Hockey. There we go. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just deal with it. China. Roboto says USA. All right, Roboto. Well, the projected lines for the United States, your forwards are Brady your forwards are Brady, Jack Eichel, Matthew. That is your first line. Your second line is Jake Gunsel, Austin Matthews, Matt Boldy. Your third line is Kyle Connor, Dylan Larkin, Tage Thompson. Your third line and your fourth line is JT Miller, Brock Nelson, Jack Hughes, and possibly Vincent Trocheck. Your defenders are Quinn Hughes, Charlie McAvoy, Jacob Salvin, Brock Fabier, Zach Werenski, Jake Sanderson, and Noah Hanfin. Your goaltenders tonight, this afternoon, are Connor Hellebuck and Jeremy Swayman. I'm actually kind of excited to see Hellebuck in action for the Stars and Stripes. The scoreboard just is feeling off tonight. I don't know why, it just is. I could probably... There we go. Move my camera up a little bit. What is I do not have a Canada or a United States jersey. They're in the only jerseys I have in my collection are all soccer jerseys. I can't afford to break the bank on a $300. All right. Our announcers tonight are Kenny Albert and Eddie Olczyk on the U.S. broadcast. Not sure if there's a Canadian broadcast or not. Let's take a look at the polls so far. 20 votes. With 20 votes already in, 60% of you say United States wins. 40% of you says Latvia wins. And by the way, for those of you that are here, consider clicking that link, the pinned link. Become a member for exclusive channel emojis and perks. Ian says he knows used to be. Yeah. I'm trying to save up for that new crew jersey. Folks, there's 40 people watching and there's 7 likes on the stream. Can everybody do me a favor? Hit that like button. It's 100% free. I didn't watch that game. That game was way too early for me. Does anybody else feel like... I feel like the camera... Like, I have to look up at the camera now. I don't know. It looks good on this screen, so... As long as it looks good on this screen right here for you guys, I could care less. Alright, so the scoreboard is up. Here come the teams. United States out second in their white jerseys. Latvia in their maroon. In case you're new here, we will not be keeping the time because I don't have a stream deck. I use a website. I use a web window popped out for my scoreboard. So, nice. Your officials tonight, 1 Canadian, 1 Swiss, 1 American. And I think the other one is Finnish. The Latvia head coach, Hedžiras Votlanis. Elvis Merzlinkis, the Columbus Blue Jacket goaltender, is getting the start here tonight with Latvia, the 31-year-old goaltender. Didn't even know he was 31. Mike Sullivan, the U.S. head coach. In goal tonight, Connor Hellebuck, the 32-year-old, who is the main goaltender for the Winnipeg Jets. Got me some Rice Krispie treats, got me some water. Good to go. Howdy, John. How are you? Looks like there's a good mix of Latvia and USA fans. We are getting ready to face off here. United States, Latvia Group A. Or is it, what group is it? Face off is underway here in Milan. The first minute is clocking down as the United States sends the puck all the way to Merzlinkis. He has troubles handing it. Your forwards for Latvia: Vilnius, Burkars, Blogers, Basars, Kristen Birds, Lostamis, Dagavinas, Ranfis, Baktana, Deskukralas, and Eagle. God, the sun is like Your defenders are Rubens and Velasquez, Jacks and Zeli, Smits, Mamix, and Freiberg. Those are the defenders for Latvia. What is up, Mike? We are at 1909. Going to try to do my best here. Your forwards are Tkachuk, and they're getting the forwards too. But Matthews is on the second line tonight, which is surprising. 18:56 left to go, and we will get a pause and play. Let me try to run some side notes for men's hockey for Team USA. Seeking first medal since 2010, which was silver. Last gold medal was 1980. 3 players from the Minnesota Wild, most of any NHL team. I don't have audio. I should probably get that audio in. So, for those of you who are new to my hockey streams, I'm not great at play-by-play because I don't know much about hockey. But I'm just here to vibe, chat with y'all, and watch the game. Ooh, shot goes wide. I don't know who that was for the U.S., but the U.S. is recycling it by their bull. Slapper by Rinsky. Saved. Loose puck. Ooh. And did it go in? That was Larkin. I don't know if that in, but it looks like the line change is coming up. The Burminator says, woo, go Latvia. Alright. Burn, when did you become a member? Oh, that just skeeted past the open net. Face off in the offensive zone for the U.S. They're moving around. Shot! I believe that hit a defender. Here comes the U.S. I can't see numbers. Hughes plays it forward. I can't see names or numbers. Shot from distance. Batted away. U.S. have 1 shot on the board to Latvia's none. 17:51 left to go in the first period. Here's Hughes. Plays it to Brady. Brady trying to get around the boards. Brady fighting for space there, but the Latvians just aren't giving the U.S. space to get their skaters into the necessary positions. Shot deflected off the pad of Elvis. Oh, Carmen, I think gave some membership. Oh, okay. And we got a little scrub hanging out. Matthews, Gunsel, and Fabier are right in the middle of it for the U.S. as they show Connor Hellebuck. Dude, the sun. Connor Hellebuck's season with Winnipeg, 13 wins, 2.5 goal against average. 17:18 left to go. Nothing is our score between the United States and Latvia, and it's the first game we will be covering for the United States this tournament. The other 2 games will be a back-to-back on Saturday and Sunday, 3:10 p.m. Eastern Time. And my clock, for those of you wondering why there's no clock, it's because they're just too much for me to handle with the starts and the stop. Hellebuck collects behind his net. Rinsky plays it out from behind. Pass is intercepted by a Latvian player. And Rinsky just absolutely dumps that Latvian player onto the ice. Rinsky fighting for the puck on the boards. The puck is loose and it's finally picked up by the U.S. Here's Thompson. He plays it up to a sliding Merslinkus and he just sticks it out of there. Here's Thompson. Thompson tried to skin it in, but it hits the skate of a defender. Here's Rinsky. Rinsky passes it up. Shots deflected by Merslinkus. Latvia has the puck. They're playing around their own offensive zone. Big hit there from a U.S. player. I need to get a roster, but I don't have one. I believe that was... I can't see these names. McAvoy. McAvoy has it by his blue line. He flicks it up, and it's going to go up and out of play. It was tipped, so it should be a face-off in the offensive zone for the U.S. God, it's fucking sun, man. Rinsky laying the boom early on the board there. As I pull up my audio, give me a second. Going to be using Peacock for audio. Face off in the offensive zone, won by the Latvians, controlled by the Americans. The Americans went in their defensive zone as they skate across the blue line. Puck is played up, and Merslinkus had to glove that one high, and he'll cover it for a face-off. You sent me a link to the rosters? There we go. Face off won by the U.S. Thank you, Mike. Canada. What group are we in? Are we in Group B? I think we're in Group B. Second save by Merslinkus. Face off here. I'm trying to like... Okay, so we're in Group C then. Yeah, we're in Group C. Puck is played around the defensive zone for the U.S. 3 shots to nothing so far. Latvia playing it around. Nice hit by big number 14, Brock Fabier. 74. So Jacob Sullivan plays it forward. Loose puck by the Latvians. They control. This sun, dude. Trying to like get out of the sun. Comes Thompson. They play a shot. Score! The U.S. scores. It's Brady to Tkachuk. First goal of the Olympics for the United States. Brady Tkachuk puts one past Elvis Merzlikins, brother to brother. 1-0 U.S. Oh, no, you're good. Brady Tkachuk. Let's see. Brady Tkachuk. What a great shot there from Brady. Older brother sets up the younger brother. Brother to brother goal. 1-0 U.S. Face off at center ice between Eichel and Grodenstramos. Eichel loses the face off. Latvia has it. The assist goes to Chuck and Rinsky. So Rinsky was credited with the secondary assist. That goal coming 5 minutes and 9 seconds into the period. There's Rinsky. Rinsky plays it to Fabier. Fabier. Loose puck. Rinsky plays it to his number 19. Who is number 19? Matthew Tkachuk is number 19. Here's Noah Hoffen. Hoffen plays it up. There's a fight for it on the boards. That's 81. I believe that's Tkachuk. Loose puck. U.S. looking to get a second. They couldn't get a shot off there. Shot from distance. It's a bouncer. I believe that was blocked. 13:30 left to go here in the first period. There's McAvoy. He plays it up. Loose puck. Thompson. Can Thompson get to it? No, he can't. He should have made more of an effort to get to that puck. I think he had that defender beat. There's a loose puck around the boards. Latvia controls. Here comes Latvia. Misguided pass there. Here's Hughes. Hughes plays it up ice. Hughes plays it in. Shot! And it was scored. USA is up 2-0 early on Latvia. I thought Elvis gloved it. Quinn Hughes scores. I thought Elvis gloved it there for a second, but Tkachuk and Hughes are on the board. JT Miller, beautiful assist into Hughes. He scores 2-0. And it looks like the Latvian coach is challenging that for potential goaltender interference. I don't see goaltender interference in that. Okay, so they're challenging it for offside. I don't see how that's offside. Let's see. He was he crossed the blue line. Brock Nelson has possession of the puck when he crosses the blue line. The puck is on his stick. You can't tell. In my opinion, Nelson has control of the puck on his stick. He's hugging the blue line with his right stick, with his right skate. You can't tell. Somebody who knows hockey, can you tell me? I say if you can't see where the puck is, you go with the call on the ice. The call on the ice was a goal. You call it a goal. Unsuccessful challenge for Latvia. Power play for the U.S. That's onside to me. That's a good goal. The officials are coming onto the ice. I think it's onside. And the challenge was successful for Latvia. That's a bad call in my opinion because there was no good angles. No good angles. Wait, how can you call that offside if the one good angle you had you can't see the puck? U.S. scoots the puck up the ice. Merzlikins will glove it, and it's going to be a face-off in the offensive zone. Like, that was one of those calls where there's not enough indisputable evidence to overturn it. Go with the call on the ice. Latvia doesn't get a successful challenge. U.S. goes on the power play. But we do have a penalty coming up. I believe it's on the U.S. Oh, the Latvia player went... Okay, never mind. My audio is behind. Here comes Latvia. Number 9. Oh, Just whiffed it on that one. Shot goes wide. Hallebuck, good save. Loose puck and it's in. Latvia scores. Yeah, it should be 2-1 right now. That call was a bunch of bullshit. And how is that not a penalty? That's a hit by the shoulder onto Austin Matthews. How is that not a penalty? It's a high hit. Elbow to the face of Matthews. How is there not a penalty there? Last time I checked, you're not allowed to high elbow a guy in the face like that. Should have had a power play. Up 2-0. Should have had a penalty before the goal. Bunch of bullshit. Here comes Latvia now. Their player slips. That's not a call, ref. Good. Good no call. It wasn't a shoulder. It was more of an elbow. It looked like he threw the elbow. Puck is played up ice. U.S. controls. Latvia is playing physical. Larkin has it. Larkin scoots it around the wall here. Big hit on the edge of the wall. Shot saved by Merslinkus. Thompson. Thompson controls the puck on the outside. It looked like an elbow to me. Burn. But what do I know? Nice little poke check there by the defenseman. Thompson's shot saved, and it's gloved by Merslinkus, and we got a little pushing and shoving at the edge of that play. That was to Chuck, excuse me. Going to the commercial break, tied 1 apiece. Face off in the offensive zone for the United States. Tkachuk and Bogdanovich go in. Puck is dropped. And fight for the puck. Latvia comes through with it in their defensive zone. Here comes Latvia. They play it up. They can't get it through. Latvia moving the puck around. U.S. controls, loose puck. Latvia wins it. Hellebuyck controls. He plays it to Fabier. And Fabier is looking for somewhere to go. Here's Matthews. Matthews plays it up around the boards. Rinsky. Matthew, I believe that's one of the Tkachuk brothers. Good hit there on the boards by a Latvian player. Puck is played and it hits the boards. Loose puck around the boards. Here's Matthews. Matthews tries to get around it. Here's McElroy. Rinsky with the shot. Saved. Rinsky with the shot on his teammate. It showed a replay of the goal when I thought we scored. By the way, for the people who are in here, please do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Both are absolutely free. We got 27 people watching here, folks. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know where you are watching from. Sweet Caroline, ba, ba, ba. Do we have a timeout, or are they fixing the ice? It's going to be a face-off in the offensive zone for the United States. Let's see if we can get a good shot off rip here off the face-off. It's Jack Eichel versus a name I could not pronounce. Puck is dropped and the Latvians win it. The Latvians are killing us on the face-off shot. Saved by Merslinkis. Loose puck. Latvians win it. U.S. wins it back. They play it all the way up. And Elvis controls it behind his net. Here comes a defender comes and gets it. Here comes the Latvians. Latvians are playing fast. They're playing physical. They're playing like they got nothing to lose here in this game. Here's Eichel. Jack Eichel of the Vegas Knights. Rinsky passes it. Just shot. Saved. Loose puck. And Elvis covers it up. I don't know who got the initial shot. I believe that was one of the Tkachuk brothers. I believe that was Brady Tkachuk who had the last shot before Elvis got to it. That was Matthew Tkachuk. And it's going to be another face-off in the offensive zone for the U.S. The U.S. wins it. There's McAvoy. Tried to play it up. Look at this high press that Latvia is playing here. Shot, deflected. Oh, it's Tkachuk. I thought it was Tkachuk because of the T. The U.S. playing forward. They got numbers if they want to use them. 3-on-2 opportunity here. Shot! Goes wide. They're showing Ellen Hughes, mother of Jack and Quinn Hughes, 1992 Women's World Champion with the United States. Shot, and it goes in! A long distance goal, it's a good! Nelson reclaims the lead for the United States. 2-1 U.S. lead. A snipe gets past Elvis Merzlikis. 2-1. JT Miller sets it up, and Brock Nelson sends it home. 2-1 to the U.S. I believe the U.S. had 10 shots. 10-6, I think. I think Fabier might have ripped that one off. Nelson got a nice little stick to it. They might look at this and it looks like Latvia's challenging for a high stick. I don't see how that's a high stick because he lifted it chest high of the defender. As long as it doesn't go up on the face to the face, I think that's a good goal. I think this one stands because they took one off that should have counted before. Okay, so they're challenging for goaltender interference. Let's see. Oh, he could have read that. He could have read that. I mean, Elvis, you're an NHL goaltender. You could have read that and made the save. All you got to do is push Miller out of the way. But again, that might be wiped off because Miller's in the crease. There's contact. There's contact, and Miller was hanging around the blue paint. But the redirect by Nelson, nobody's saving that. Even if Miller wasn't there, like they just said, Merzlikis is not making that save. I mean, you got to bring that into consideration too. I mean, I say you just let this stand because you took away a good goal from the U.S. when they should have made it 2-1 the first time, 2-0. But there's not much there for me to say this is goaltender interference. But looking at it and thinking about it now, they might wipe this one off too. No goal again. Absolutely unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. Face off in the neutral zone. So got to wipe another goal off the board for the U.S. Here's Rinsky. Played up by Fabier. 8:17 left to go in the first period. The first goal that Latvia challenged, That should have stayed. Because there ain't no way on God's green earth that is fucking offside. No fucking way. So it should be 2-1 right now. Here's Hughes. Hughes. Plays it up. Come on, US. Get it together. Hellebuck. We're just giving the puck away. We might as well just pick it up and hand it to the fucking Latvians. God damn. Loose puck. US down the right wing. Here's Eichel. Eichel shot. Saved. Puck played up by the US. It's going to be gloved down by the Latvians. Here comes Latvia, and they're going to say... Are they going to say it was a glove pass? Let's see. Oh, great block. There by the forward. Boldy saved a potential goal. What a play by Boldy. Face off in the neutral zone. Center ice face off. I don't know why. Shot saved by Hellebuck. Here comes the US. They play it forward. Loose puck. Latvia is fighting for every single loose puck they can. I thought Hellebuck lost his stick there. Here comes the US. Can they finally get one that they won't get called back? That's a big hit in the face-off circle. US somehow maintain control here. And I say that, and they give it right away. The US have numbers. It's a 3-on-1. Oh, good hit by number 15. Don't know who that is, but the US, folks, they're hitting people. They are hidden people. Here comes the United States. Here's, I believe that's Hughes. Hughes skating across center ice, looking for some support. Here comes Jack Hughes. Hughes plays it to his brother. Slapper, a loose puck. Matthews, can he get to it? No. Fight for it across the board. Hughes to his brother. That's Fabier. Fabier looking to get away from it. Fabier plays it to McAvoy. 4 minutes and 39 seconds left to go. Forte with the shot, saved. Rebound, Matthews plays it around the board. Here's Hughes. Fabier. Matthews. Shot blocked. Come on, Matthews, you got to get a good shot off here. Extra attacker for the U.S. Delay penalty coming up. Matthews shot blocked. Loose puck. This should be a U.S. power play. Should be a U.S. power play. It's going to be a holding, but it's going to be a holding on who? Who's the holding on? U.S. on the power play coming up. U.S. on the power play. U.S. on the power play coming up. By the way, folks, we got 24 people watching. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But I appreciate those of you who are just hanging out with us. Hanging out with us all here this afternoon, early evening, as I try my best to give good play-by-play commentary here. As I end the poll. Coming up, the intermission report, brought to you by Pokemon. Looks like they're showing the highlights between USA Latvia from Torino in 2005. That game ended 3-3. Face off in the offensive zone. U.S. on the 2-minute power play for the Latvian holding. Here come the U.S. Don't know who's on for the power play for the U.S. yet. U.S. is moving it around, trying to find that good shot. You don't want to waste a good opportunity here. Hughes gets the loose puck. Matthews plays it to Hughes. Loose puck in front of Elvis. Latvia just putting everybody back. They are parking the bus on this power play. 11 shots to 8 in favor of the U.S. 1-1 on the scoreboard. 1:17 left to go in the power play. 3:20 left to go in the first period. Why did you, what the fucking, burn? You might be ahead of me. Jim Foss says, go Latvia. Man, all the Canadian fans are... Slapper! It was deflected. No, I can still see your messages, Burn. I don't know why YouTube's deleting them. That's weird. That is weird. So, wasted power play for the U.S. Latvia just kind of parked the bus a man down. I'm not deleting your chats. I don't know why YouTube is doing that. 2 minutes left to go. Can the U.S. finally take the lead again for the third time this period? A minute 20 left to go in the period. Folks, I am 15 Canadian dollars away from my first ever YouTube paycheck. It'd be fantastic if I can get a super chat here, but for those folks who are just here hanging out with us, just watching the game, I appreciate you guys too. A minute left to go. 1-1 is our score, and we're going to get a whistle. Whoa, wait a minute. Shot hits the post. It hits Elvis in the ass, and then it bounces back in. How is that not a goal? Face off in the offensive zone for the U.S. Thompson wins the face off. U.S. controls. 50 seconds left. Here comes Thompson. Thompson around the net. Thompson looking for somewhere to go. Thompson, just shoot it, young motherfucker, and finally get a shot. And Elvis is standing on his head here in the last 40 seconds of the period. Thompson had about three to five different opportunities to fucking shoot. But no, instead of fucking shooting, he brings it all the way around the fucking net. Face off again in the offensive zone for the U.S. Puck is dropped. U.S. win it. Shot from Rinsky. Saved. Loose puck. And oh no! How did that not go in? Oh, it hit the post. I thought it was in. 30 seconds left to go in the first period. Loose puck. Here comes Latvia. They got numbers. They want to use them. Oh, good stop there by Hellebuck. Yeah, no, it's just the way my chair is positioned. And did Hellebuck cover? Lost his stick in the process, but I think he was able to cover the puck there. So we're going to get one last face-off in the defensive end for the U.S. So far, the U.S. has hit the post twice, has had two goals removed due to Latvia challenge. So 3.2 seconds left. U.S. just needs to get this out, and yes, they do. And at the end of the first period, Latvia won. U.S. won after a physical first period. Folks, I'm going to send you over to the intermission screen. I will see you guys at the end, at the other side of the break. Second period coming up shortly.
Come on! Yes, yes, come on! Go! Woo! Yeah! Come on! Yeah! Only this 2000 with a
All right, folks, we are back. Start of the second intermission. And we are underway. Second 20 minutes are upon us. Second set of 20 are upon us. Our score is 1-1. U.S. is out shooting the Latvians 15-9. Let me start a new poll. USA, Lat. Dog, the sun is brutal. And it looks like Gunsel is going to the penalty box, and the Latvians will have their first power play of the game. Not exactly sure what that power play is for. But folks, I see we got 29 people we got 31 people watching and 9 likes. Do me a favor. Both are completely free. Hooking penalty on Gunsel. Do me a favor. Both are completely free. Hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. Get more hockey fans into the chat. As Latvia is moving around their offensive zone. Shot saved by Hellebuck, but it goes wide. U.S. control. Can the U.S. get a shorty here? As I'm trying to regain my audio here. As Peacock is playing a State Farm ad. Latvia moving around the blue line. U.S. doing a good job to kill this penalty so far. 1:09 left to go in the penalty. Shot goes wide. U.S. is playing it around. You got to clear this if you're the U.S. here. You just got to clear that bitch as far as you can. Merslinkas collects it behind his net. 1 minute left to go on the Latvian power play. A hooking penalty on Grinzel for the United States. Again, you got to clean up those penalties. You got to try to minimize those penalties or keep the game penalty free. .31 seconds left to go. U.S. up 15 shots to 10. 1-1 is our score. 17:43 left to go in the second period. As a U.S. player is sliding around on the ice, Latvia hasn't really gotten a good shot off here. As I say that, and they're getting ready to run up. And we are back to even strength. Here come the U.S. The Latvians have the numbers if they want to use it. U.S. scoot the puck up. Here's number 9. That's Eichel. Eichel with the puck. Eichel trying to move the puck around the boards, and he does. Here's Sherlum moving the puck around. 16:54 left to go in the period. This hasn't been much of an action-packed period so far as the first period was. Lehman with the shot, turned aside by Merslinkas. It's going around the boards. Here's Eichel. Eichel shoots it all. What a save by Merslinkas. Here's Rinsky. Rinsky plays it up to one of the Kachuk brothers as he gets mashed along the boards. How is this not a penalty? He's fighting for the puck. Wild players on the ground. Rinsky. Rinsky has control. Rinsky shots! And shoots, and it's saved. It's going to be an offensive zone face-off for the United States. Brian Brewster is our announcer inside the glass. Defensive pairs for the U.S. Quinn Hughes, Charlie McAvoy, Jacob Sullivan, Brock Fabier, Jake Sanderson, and Zach Rinsky. Your extra is Noah Hanfin from Vegas. Face-off is won by Latvia, but quickly controlled back by the U.S. Here's Hughes. Hughes trying to get around his man. He plays it up. No, that's McAvoy. Here's Matthews. Matthews trying to get around. Matthews plays it forward. Tried to get it to number 12, one of the Kachuk brothers. Matthews has yet to shoot. I don't think I've seen him shoot all day so far. U.S. really trying to play the puck forward, and they do. Here comes the U.S. They play it forward. Merslinkus takes it behind his net. Hughes looking to play it forward. Here's the U.S. Nice movement there. Ref! No. Did he slip? U.S. keeps control of the puck. Shot blocked. And it's going to say it's tipped, and it should be a U.S. possession here. Zach Werenski this season with Columbus, 52 games, 20 goals, 42 assists. U.S. moving the puck around. Here's Kachuk. Shot, loose puck in the middle. Here's Kachuk. Kachuk looking for somewhere to go. Good pressure here by the Latvians. Can't see who 85 is, but he plays it all the way up. Elvis is being very aggressive. It should have been an open net opportunity for the U.S. because Elvis is being very, very aggressive here. Here's Rinsky. Rinsky tried to get through two players. Shouldn't have done that. 1-1. 13:07 left to go in the second period. Here's Hughes. Hughes plays it forward as he's hit from behind. No call. Matthews. Matthews looking. Here's Hughes. Hughes shot blocked. And the pass is intercepted by Austin Matthews. Wait a minute. 16 shot bouncer. Oh, can't get the rebounds. Oh my God. Austin, stop trying to draw penalties and shoot the fucking puck. It's not that fucking hard. Here's Matthews. Matthews. He listened to me. Shot saved by Merslinkus. There's Slaunder. I think that's how you say his name. Matthews trying to get around. Matthews pokes it through. Loose puck. Oh, my God. Line change coming up for the U.S. gloved. What a reaction by Elvis Merslingus to glove that. What a save by Merslinkus. TV timeout. NHL experience on the current roster. What's up, Big Jam Roll? Latvia, 1,987 NHL games. The United States, 14,364 total NHL games under their belt. So this is a very experienced group for the U.S. They just cannot get another one past these Latvians. Face off in the offensive zone for the U.S. is 1. Big Jam Roll, how are you doing, my friend? Oh, 11 minutes left to go in this second period. 1-1 between Latvia and the United States. Here's Tkachuk. He plays it forward. Here's his brother. Oh my God. Still snowing. Wow. Excuse me. It's nice and sunny here. U.S. trying just to get anything they can here. U.S. loose puck. Oh my God. We cannot get a puck in front of the net to save our fucking lives. Here's a shot. Oh, it's in! Nelson finally gets a goal. U.S. get a much-deserved goal. 2-1 U.S. lead. Nelson gets his goal. I swear to God, if they find a way to take this one off, should be 3-1 right now. Brock Nelson gets the goal. 2-1. Jack Hughes assist. Nope, that's a good goal. That's a good goal, finally. God damn. Took a fucking period and a half. Hughes and Trocheck with the goals, with the assist. Nelson with the goal at 30-32. As we are going to go to a commercial break. Latvia 1, US 2, second period. I'll be right back, folks. The game's taking a TV timeout. I'm taking a stand-up timeout. I'll be right back, folks. What's he doing out there? No. Oh, well, Latvia's challenges worked twice in the first period. So, technically, if you want my honest opinion, it should be 3-1 right now. And I hope the U.S. just gets to a point where they just open the floodgates and don't look back. Excuse me. Here's 74 for the U.S. I believe that's Hughes trying to get around the net. He does. But it's a puck slap. Oh my God, Matthews, why would you go for the fucking slapper? It's going to be an icing call on Latvia. We're going to have a face-off in the offensive zone for the U.S. Brock Nelson this season with Colorado, 55 games, 29 goals, 20 assists. Also, Brock Nelson, how old are you, my brother? Face off in the offensive zone for the U.S. They win it. Excuse me, they lose it. They centermen were tied up. U.S. get back to it. A shot's bouncing. Why is my audio gone? My audio just decided not to work as we are going to get an offside call on the U.S. And Peacock is just not working. Uh-oh. Can you guys still hear me okay? Hello? Folks, we got 22 people in the chat and 10 likes. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Both are absolutely completely free. Face-off is won by the U.S., controlled by the Latvians in their offensive zone. 7:43 left to go in the second period. U.S. up 2-1. Rinsky behind the net. Here's Rinsky. Rinsky has enough room. Rinsky's going to take it to center ice. He plays it to Brady Tkachuk. Tkachuk tried to play it into Rinsky for a shot, but a little bit too far. Loose puck in the offensive zone. Oh my God, what a big hit by Tkachuk. Here comes Eichel. Eichel! Oh. Here comes the U.S. Here's Tkachuk. Tkachuk sliding, shoots, saves. Okay, I'm trying to get my Peacock audio to work. 7:06 left to go in the second intermission. U.S. up 2-1 over Latvia. And a massive, massive hit by Brady Tkachuk, Jenkins by Brady Tkachuk. Jenkins kind of blindsided him there. U.S. win the face-off. They had the puck in front of the net. Rinsky slips. He couldn't get there, and it might be a... And it's controlled by the Latvians. Here comes the U.S. U.S. Connor looking. Connor spins. Slapper blocked. Loose puck. Who's going to get there? The U.S. get there on the boards. U.S. moving the puck around now. It's going to be a shot on no save. Loose puck. It's pucked out of there by Merslinkis. And the U.S. regain control in their defensive end. Big hit on the boards. Here comes the U.S. 25-11 on the shots. 2-1 U.S. lead. Shot from outside goes wide. 5:36 left to go here in the second period. Here's Hughes. Hughes looking. Shot. Saved. Here comes the U.S. moving around the back of the net. Hughes moving it around the net. Hughes brothers are getting a lot of touches here of the puck. There's some tired Latvians out there right now. Advantage U.S. if the U.S. can get one here. Slapper shot blocked. There's another shot, loose puck, and they could not get to it. The U.S. could not get to it. They're skating circles around these Latvians right now. Latvia needs a line change. Advantage U.S. shot. Oh, what a save by Merslinkis. Point blank save by Merslinkis. Loose puck. It looks like some of the Latvian players are going to come on. Puck is played behind the net. Elvis is behind his net. Now he regains control. Here comes the U.S. Eichel. Rinsky. Rinsky shoots. Oh, just wide. Shot. Bouncer saved. Here's Eichel. Eichel passes it to Rinsky. Rinsky all across the blue line. Here's Eichel again. Eichel back to Rinsky. Rinsky behind the blue line. Rinsky controls. Here's Eichel again. He plays it to Matthews. Matthews shot saved. Matthews just came onto the ice. Slapper! Oh. Here's Rinsky. Rinsky plays it to his defense partner. Here's Rinsky. Rinsky plays it to Eichel. Eichel back to Rinsky. Rinsky back to Eichel. Eichel back to, Nope, here's Matthews. Matthews on the right-hand side. Matthews plays it in to Nelson. Loose puck, and it's going to be cleared by the Latvians. And it looks like there's going to be a penalty, I believe. Play is stopped. Is Elvis hurt or is he tired? That is the big question. We are going to a commercial break. United States lead. Latvia 2-1. And the U.S. will have a power play coming up after the commercial break. I needed a break from that. Coming up, the Intuit TurboTax intermission report. Catherine speaks with Brock Nelson ahead of the third period. I'm excited for the third period. This game has been a real fun game. I wish the U.S. could win. Get a couple more goals. But hey, a win is a win. Women's hockey quarterfinals. Italy versus the United States tomorrow at 3:10 Eastern. I will not be live for that game. Unfortunately. My next live stream is Saturday, USA versus Denmark. Here's Hughes. Hughes plays it to Eichel. Eichel kind of missed it. There's Eichel. Eichel plays it to Matthews. That was Hughes. Shot covered up by Merslinkus. That was Tkachuk with the initial shot attempt there. U.S. win the face-off. Here's Eichel. Eichel on the left wing. Eichel slips, regains control of the puck. Eichel looking for somewhere to go. Eichel plays it in. Shot, and it's in! The United States score! Thompson with the goal! 3-1 United States! Tage Thompson with the goal. You forgot the U.S. had a power play coming up, in all honesty. So the U.S. get a goal up, a man up. Eichel to Thompson. Thompson just puts it in over Elvis's left shoulder, left corner. Yeah, it's over your shoulder, left corner, near post. You're not saving that. Face-off is won by the Americans. Here comes the United States. Assist by Eichel and Hughes on the Thompson goal, 37-35. We're 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second period. Disgusting backhand goal by Tage Thompson. Here's Rinsky. Rinsky plays it to his partner. The U.S. is out shooting Latvia 30-11. That is insane. Shot from distance. It's deflected. Shot blocked. Thompson was looking for that, I believe. Here comes the U.S. Nice little move there. Shot. Saved by Elvis. A minute left in the second period. 3-1 U.S. lead. Comes the U.S. trying to get a fourth. Can they get a fourth shot? Oh, that should have gone in. 42 seconds left to go. Shot saved by Elvis. Should be 32 shots for the U.S. to 11 for Latvia. Here comes the U.S. One final push in the second period. Here goes a shot. Oh, scores! 4-1 to the U.S. I don't know who scored that, but the rout is on. 4-1. Nelson with his second goal of the game. Brock and Nelson, have yourself a game. A lot of people said Brock Nelson didn't belong on this roster, but he is shutting up those people right now. 2 goals in the game. A brace in the game. Brock Nelson. What a thing of beauty from the U.S. Nelson with the goal, his second tonight. Hughes and Tkachuk with the assist. And that is it. It is time for the second intermission. U.S. 4, Latvia 1. I'll see you guys on the other side of the intermission for the third period, the third and final period. Alright, folks, we are back for the third and final period. Folks, we got 19 people watching and 10 likes. Can we get 3 more likes on the stream, please? Can we get 13 likes total? And can we get some subscribers, please? We are at 593. Can we get a few more subscribers, please, as the puck is dropped and we are underway? U.S. moving the puck around now. Trying to regain my audio. U.S. moving the puck around their own zone. Trying to waste some time here, it looks like. Thank you to everybody who has tuned into the stream so far. It's been a long one. It has been a long one. I've been live for 2 hours and 14 minutes. It's been a long one, man. It has been a long one. Thank you to everyone who's came in, who's liked, who's subscribed. Let me see. 446 total views. That is not bad. Thank you everyone for who's watching. And the 22 people are currently in the USA Brother Battalion. Brady Kachuk, 1 goal. Matthew Kachuk, 2 assists. Jack Hughes, 2 assists. Quinn Hughes with an assist. Looks like it's going to be a defensive zone face-off for the U.S. They lead 4-1. They're outshooting Latvia 32-11 as Hellebuck covers up the puck and excuse me. Jeez, sneezing fit. Face off in the defensive zone for the U.S. It's Kachuk versus another name I can't spell. Rinsky hits the ice. And he goes down and referee blows the whistle. Penalty coming up for Latvia, so the U.S. will go on the power play. As Rinsky was tripped there by Dragamins, the Latvian captain. Third power play for the U.S. tonight. Puck is dropped in the U.S. offensive zone. They win the puck. Power play efficiency today for the U.S. 1 for 2. They got the goal. Shot is played wide. Here's Hughes. Hughes plays it up. Here's Eichel. Eichel looking for somewhere to go. Eichel looking for room. Eichel rips it. It's a bouncer, and it's going to be covered up by Merslinkus for another offensive zone face-off here for the United States. Oh, it's Eichel. I keep calling him Eichel. There hasn't really been a lot of stoppages this game. Honestly surprised. Puck is dropped. Offensive zone face-off for the U.S. Matthews has been 8 of 13 on the face-off for the U.S. Slapper goes over the net. Here comes the U.S. They're playing it around. Oh. Got to get that shot off more. Here's Hughes. I would like another power play goal just to get that game-sealing fifth goal. This might be it. Here's Eichel, Hughes, Thompson, sitting on on 2 goals tonight. Shot and it's in! And just what I said, the U.S. needs a fifth. They got it. I believe that was Austin Matthews with the goal. Matthews finally gets his goal. 5-1 U.S. Second power play goal for the U.S. here tonight. 5-1. Fly high, free bird, yeah. So Shlovis is in net for Latvia. Elvis, he's like, I'm just gassed. I can't do it anymore. And I forgot to change the time from the third to from the second to the third. There we go. Hope it's a break for the U.S. Can they find a sixth? Shot goes wide. Shot saved by Slovis. Puck is controlled. Here comes the U.S. Matthews. Shot from distance goes wide. Matthews is fighting for it. He got it. 5-1 U.S. is our score. U.S. plays Denmark on Saturday. We will be live for that one as well. Same time, 3:10 p.m. Eastern. As we are, I think we're going to a commercial break. Not 100% sure on that yet. U.S. moving the puck around the ice now. And the referee says the puck was tipped. Folks, there are 23 people, 17 people watching the stream. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button. Dog is throwing a fit. What's up, Jeff? How are you? Face off one in the offensive zone for the U.S. Jeff, how are you? Thank you for the like. Hey, Mike, welcome back. I am like cramping. U.S. trying to move the puck around here. 13:52 left to go in the third period. 33 shots to 12 in favor of the U.S. Slovis is in. My average watch time right now, it is at, let me look. It is at maybe. Average watch time is 8 minutes and 6 seconds. And 20 people currently watching the stream. You're good, Carmen. How are you? You missed a lot of the action here. 5-1 U.S. lead, but don't worry, I'll be back live on Saturday. It is currently 5:17, and I feel yawns coming on, folks. I feel yawns. Wait a minute, here comes the U.S. Moving the puck around, can they find a 6? As Matthews goes down, Matthews scored the 5th goal for the U.S. Mike just doing all the available emojis so far. Cool. I need to change out. I haven't decided if I want to keep the red or the yellow card in the yellow cards yet. They keep showing the Four Nations game. Now they're showing highlights from Czechia and Canada. Gotta put the Leafs logo in there. I had it in there for a minute. The next schedule for the United States is Denmark on Saturday, Germany on Sunday, for Canada, Switzerland on Friday, and France on Sunday. Four Nations was fun last year. I hope the NHL permanently replaces the All-Star game with Four Nations, because it seems like the way the NBA is doing it, it seems like every single year the NBA changes their All-Star game. Like now it's U.S. players versus world players. Like just do something where if you have nations like the NBA, do like Four Nations NBA. You have a U.S. team, a Canadian team, a Serbian team, and a Greek team. You have all those players in the NBA that are of those nationalities. You have them play 4-team group stage. So, in case anyone is wondering, the U.S. opponents on Sunday, the Germans are currently beating the Danes 3-1. Eichel. Eichel wins the face-off. It's a loose puck. U.S. control it in their defensive zone. Loose puck poked away by Hellebuck. .17 left to go here in the third and final period of the game, as it sounds like dinner is getting close to being done. Here comes the Latvians. They got numbers. Players down. Shot. Saved by Hellebuck. Loose puck. And the U.S., I believe there's a penalty coming up in favor of the Latvians. Or, yep, it's going to be a slashing penalty on the United States. That is Larkin, the guilty party, who is going to the penalty box. It is slashing on Larkin and the U.S. will. And Latvia will have their second power play of the game. 10:49 left to go in the game. Defensive zone face-off, down a man for the U.S. The puck is dropped, and we are back underway. Yep, Jeff, it is a shorthand time for the U.S. They're up 5-1, so if they allow a goal here, I won't be too upset. Shot is saved and covered up by Hellebuck. 10:09 left to go in the third period. Of course, we have gone 2 full periods without much stoppages, and then in the third period, it's stoppage play. Connor Hellebuck, 8 of 9 in the first period on shots faced and saves made. U.S. win the face-off. They have control of it. Here come the U.S. They're trying to slow it down a little bit. It looks like they are going to ice it to try to kill this penalty. Excuse me, no, the referee does not call icing. 1:05 left to go in the power play for the Latvians. Can the Latvians get a feel-good goal against the U.S. down 5-1? U.S. doing real great on the penalty kill here. Would love to get a shorthanded goal, but it looks like the U.S. is very content on parking the bus and not letting Latvia have an inch of space here with 9:28 left to go in the third period. Both players go down for both Latvia and the U.S. Here comes Latvia. Latvia trying to get around it. Loose puck. A shot from the blue line is saved by Hellebuck. Here come the Latvians. 8 seconds left to go on the power play. Latvian player is down. He gets up, delivers a body check to Matthews, it looks like. And the puck is all the way down the ice as Slovis is all the way out of his own net. The penalty kill was successful for the United States. Here comes Latvia. Larkin is back on the ice. Then here's Rinsky is on the ice as well. Big hit on the board here by a U.S. player. The Latvian team is really just trying to move the puck. Shot from the blue line, and it goes wide. 8:22 left to go in the game. Latvia, another shot. Loose puck that could have went in. Good little reaction there by Hellebuck. And it's just going to be cleared as far as it could be cleared. And it's going to be collected by the Latvian defense. Loose puck. Big collision here in the center ice. U.S. player comes out of nowhere and blindsides a Latvian player in neutral ice. Here comes Hughes. Hughes, look at this. Nice little move. Tried to flick it up to Matthews, but Slovis is going to cover. Quinn Hughes took the majority of that hit. Absolutely laid a dude out and goes crashing into the boards. Under 10 TV timeout. Whew. We got 21 people in the chat. Folks, can we get some more likes and new subscribers in the chat, please? $22 people watching and hanging out with us here in the third period. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We got 11 likes. Can we get some more likes in the chat, please? Did the U.S. score another goal when I was looking at my phone? Nope. Face off here for the U.S. in their offensive zone. It was one, but tied up. The centers got tied up. Latvia wins it. 6:42 left to go in the third period. Shot by Matthews is saved. Matthews was looking for his second of the game. Like, comment, says, like, and subscribe, friends. Share it out. Bring in more sports fans to the channel. I've been talking for 2 hours and 36 minutes, folks. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. We are on the road to 600 subscribers as a shot goes over the bar. And we are now officially 7 minutes left in the game. U.S. up 5-1 here in the opening game of the group against Latvia. I don't know what time Canada plays tomorrow. Does Canada play? No. I don't know if their women plays tomorrow or not. Honestly, I might watch the U.S. men over the U.S. women over the Canadian men. And I'm not going live for the women's game because it's on the same time that Mike is going live for the Canada men's game. Shot saved by Rinsky. Loose puck. 5:44 left to go in the game. My voice is starting to disappear, folks. I can look. Canada plays Finland. Nope, 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 nope. Let's see. Canada plays Switzerland tomorrow. Saturday, Canada women play Germany in the quarterfinal on, what is tomorrow? That doesn't make sense. Friday, February 14th. February 14th. Okay. So Saturday morning, Canada plays Germany at 10:40 a.m. I might be live for the Canada game Saturday morning. I don't know. If I'm going to go live for 2 hockey games on Saturday, then I might as well hit my $100 total YouTube goal so I can get paid from YouTube. Because I don't think my voice could take 2 hockey games in the same day. I was thinking about actually going live for the Four Nations rugby game, Scotland versus England. Thought about going live for that on Saturday morning. So the bracket for women's hockey: Czechia, Sweden, United States, Italy, Canada, Germany, Finland, Switzerland. The winner of Canada and Germany will face the winner of Finland and Switzerland. The winner of Czechia and Sweden will face the winner of the United States and Italy. Freed from desire, your defense is terrified. Abu's on fire. Ooh, na 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 na. Puck is dropped in the offensive zone for the U.S. 4:55 left to go in the game. I can do it, folks. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. It just seems like these Olympic games are like longer than NHL games because we're at 2 hours and 41 minutes. Puck is loose. I think Mike has dad stuff to do on Saturday, so I might do it. I might do it. Canada plays Germany 10:40 a.m. on the women's side on Saturday. You know what? I'll do it. I will think about doing the women's game on Saturday for Canada. So Faber's going to go to the box. So Latvia 34, he got 2 minutes for cross-checking. So why are 2 U.S. players in the box? So why is Brady Tkachuk serving a penalty on Latvia? So fucking confused. I don't know. I'm still debating if I want to do the Canadian women. Like I don't know. Like I don't think I could mentally prepare myself to watch 2 hockey games on the same day, streaming them. I just I don't think I could do that. 2:17 left to go in the game. This game, I'm drained. I am drained. It takes a lot out of you. Like, people will say, well, it's not that hard. All you gotta do is watch a game. Yeah, but you're also giving play by play. You're also trying to read chat. You're also trying to do this, that, and the third. And can we please play the last 2 minutes and 7 seconds of this fucking game without a fucking stoppage, please? Ah, damn. Please. We got 2 minutes till the end of the game. 2 minutes till the end of the game. Good poke away there by Hallebuck. Well, they said on the broadcast that Tkachuk was serving it for somebody else. I don't know. Last minute of the game. Well, folks, this game should be about over before the game ends. If you haven't already, please do me a favor. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss another stream as we are ticking down the last 25 seconds of the game. The U.S. Stuck together after they had 2 goals wiped off the board in the first period. And they came out in the second period and opened up the floodgates and finished off Latvia in the third. And that is it, folks. A huge win to open up the Olympics for Team USA. A 5-1 victory over Latvia. Just waiting for the last 1.9 to run off the clock here, as the U.S. players are getting ready to celebrate. Gotta wait for this one last puck drop. They're really dragging this 3.3. Okay, so they added a second and a half. So 3.3 left. Doesn't really matter, because after this last puck drop, it is all over. Folks, thank you for tuning in this afternoon / early evening to watch me stream US 5, Latvia 1. I'll see everyone on Saturday, right back here, same time, same place, for the United States versus Denmark. Peace out, everyone.